How to turn small savings into big investments. Imagine this. You've got $500, maybe $1,000 sitting in your savings account. It's not a fortune, but it's a start. You might be thinking, what difference could this really make? Well, what if I told you that those small savings could grow into life-changing wealth? What if I told you that today could be the day you start building a financial future that's far beyond what you ever thought possible? Stick with me, because in this video, I'm going to show you how to take those small savings and turn them into big investments that can change your life. The power of small savings. First, let's talk about the most common misconception. You don't need a lot of money to start building wealth. In fact, small savings are your secret weapon. The earlier you start investing, even with just a few $100, the more time your money has to grow. And when it comes to wealth building, time is your best friend. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, but it is about consistent action. Think of every small dollar you save as an investment in your future. Sure, that $100 you put away might seem small, but when invested properly, it has the potential to turn into something huge. The key here isn't how much you save, it's what you do with that money. Hold on. Before you go Googling how to invest $100 and become a millionaire overnight, let me tell you, that doesn't happen. Sorry, but what does happen is that small, smart moves over time can add up to something much bigger. Stick with me here. Step number 1. Start with the basics, but make them count. You need to open an investment account, whether it's a brokerage account, a Roth IRA, or even a high-yield savings account. The point is, get your money out of that low-interest savings account. It's time to make it work for you. Now you're probably thinking, where do I even start? Here's a pro tip. The stock market is one of the easiest ways to grow wealth, even with small amounts. Don't get overwhelmed with options. Start simple. Index funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs. These give you exposure to a wide range of companies without the risk of putting all your money in one stock. Let me give you a quick example. Let's say you invest $100 every month into a low-cost index fund that tracks the S&P 500. Assuming an average annual return of 7%, in 20 years, you'd have over $60,000. And that's with just $100 a month, $100 per month. So even if you start small, it adds up over time. But hold on, there's a game-changing strategy that most people never use that could fast-track your investments and help you grow that savings even faster. I'll tell you what it is in just a bit. Step number 2, leverage the power of compound interest. This is the secret weapon of the wealthy. Compound interest is when the money you earn from investments starts earning its own interest, like a snowball that keeps getting bigger and bigger the longer you let it roll. Here's how it works. You invest your savings, and then those investments earn interest. The next year, you earn interest not just on your initial savings, but also on the interest you earned last year. This is how small investments turn into big returns. For example, let's say you invest $1,000 in a compound interest account that grows at an average rate of 7%. After 1 year, you'll have $1,070. But the next year, you earn interest on $1,070, not just your original $1,000. That's the magic of compound interest. I know. Math sounds boring, but this isn't just numbers. This is how millionaires build wealth without winning the lottery. Get it? Compound interest is your financial secret sauce. The resolution, maximize your returns. Now let's talk about step number 3, diversify your investments. This is where the magic happens. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, especially when you're starting with small amounts. Diversification helps spread out the risk and increases your chances of earning a return. Instead of just buying individual stocks, think bigger. Invest in real estate, bonds, ETFs, and even cryptocurrency if you're willing to take a little risk. But don't just throw your money into anything. Start with low-risk investments like index funds, then slowly branch out into more aggressive options as your knowledge and portfolio grow. The key to success here is to be strategic. You want to build a mix of investments that grow at different rates, so when one takes a dip, others might rise. Now here's the part that could change everything for you. What if I told you there's a way to boost your savings without touching your savings at all? Sounds like a magic trick? It's not. This is something every wealthy person does. I'll tell you how in just a second. Step number 4, automate your savings and investing. The best way to build wealth is to automate the process. You don't need to sit around thinking about it every month. Set up automatic transfers from your paycheck into your investment account. That way, you're building wealth without even thinking about it. The beauty of automation is that it removes the temptation to spend. You don't get distracted by impulse buys when you've already set aside money for your future. Let the system work for you. And the best part? You'll never miss it, and your money will grow while you focus on other things. I know all of this can sound overwhelming at first, but it's simple. Start small, be consistent, and let time and compound interest work their magic. Your small savings today can turn into big investments for tomorrow. But the real question is, are you ready to take that first step? Now, I want to hear from you. What's your plan to start turning your small savings into big investments? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more strategies on building wealth from scratch.